Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting. Today I have a product review or a showcase for you from Shimmerz Paints. Stacey was so generous and reached out to me and asked if she could send me a couple of their products. Now they have a ton of other products, so make sure to check out their website. But here are just 3 products that I wanted to show you today. I have not used them yet. I was saving them to do this video first, and then I could actually start playing with them. But first things first, we have these. These are Shimmerz Paints. This is the original product that started the company, and they are a water-based vibrant paint with lots and lots of shimmer. So here it is right here. See, it's already mixed in. I did take some toothpicks and open them up and mix around a little bit, because with shipping, sometimes they kind of separate a little bit. So that is what I did with that so far. But we have a number of different colors for these shimmer paints. And then the other products that we have are in paint pans. So we have Inklings and Creameez. And Inklings are, both of these are actually solid dry watercolors. So these are definitely more shimmery, and both are non-toxic and acid-free, hand poured in layers. So this is going to give you a really pretty sheen of shimmery goodness. And then the Creameez are like the Inklings, except there are less shimmery and more intensely pigmented usually. So that's kind of the difference of that. This is going to give you a nice satin sheen. And then, like I said, they have a bunch of other different products. They have sprays. I was actually super excited because when I went to Holly My Own Lodge last month for one of my retreats, Paula had one of the sprays in her stash. Someone had left it there, and so I got to try that out really quickly, and it was beautiful. So yeah, definitely go check out their website, but let me get in and start swatching these and showing you these products. So first thing I'm going to do for these is make some swatch cards on some watercolor paper that I have. So I'm going to write all the names out. I am actually going to add the names to the bottom of these paint pans afterward, so I make sure to know what name they are, what kind they are, if they're Inklings or Creameez. You can definitely tell once you paint them on which is which, but I want to have that on the back side of this. This is what I do with all my watercolors that I have in my stash, and so I'll definitely be adding those later. But I got this swatch card already done. Now I'm adding some water to these and just letting them sit and kind of break down a little bit so that I can actually get a good amount of that pigment up, and I will make the Shimmerz swatch card right now. So I have 6 of these to swatch. I did keep these toothpicks so I could kind of swish them around a little bit and make sure that everything was nice and blended before I did a swatch. I don't think that was really necessary because I just did this probably about an hour ago before I started to film this, but I love how these look. So the first one is called Ultramarine. The second one that I just did is Let There See Light, and then this one right here is Iced Lavender. So both the Iced Lavender and the Brink of Pink are very muted colors. I will talk about that later. I did try doing it on some craft paper, which I will show you at the end to show you how that came out. If I had black paper, which I do talk about later, I probably would have tried it on there, but I think these are really great colors to add some maybe flicks of some iridescence. Then we have Celery right here, and then my ultimate favorite out of these is the Green Olive, just because I love that olive color. And once these are dry, you're going to be able to see those shimmer patterns in there as well, but I will show you that at the end. I also wanted to see how these splattered, and honestly, this is not the best paintbrush to try the splatter technique, but once I got enough water on them, they did splatter nicely and they dried really pretty as well with different shades of that green. So I am adding some more water to the Inklings and Creameez before I start swatching them, and you can definitely see the pop of color once you add that water. It's really fun. This is my ultimate favorite Miner 49er. I will talk about it in a minute, but it is a beautiful metallic gold that you can see the flecks of gold in it. It's just chef's kiss there. Can't Elope. Next one is Green Goddess, and then Blue Lagoon, Precious Posy, and Beats Me is the last one of the Inklings. So these are that really shimmery one. Then we have Creameez, which we have Sky's the Limit, Lapis Dance, Ride the Tide, Just in Lime, which is my favorite. Hold on, Ride the Tide. I had to get a little bit more color in there. Just in Lime is next. Then we have Daffodil and Red Necking, the last two right there. So I loved how these came out. They had some great pigmentation. They definitely look different once they are dried. I did want to test out how these blended together, so you'll see that me doing that right here. And I also wanted to try out some of like flicking of the paint to see how they would splatter. Again, a different brush would have been better, but I was just trying to use the one brush I had on hand. So I tried some Green Goddess and also that Miner 49er. So you'll see the results in 1 minute. Okay, guys, everything is dry now. Now, I did heat set this to help it dry along a little faster. I wanted to get it dried because I want the lighting to still be the same. And we're kind of getting into late afternoon. So that is why I did that. Otherwise, I would have let it sit and just naturally dry because I find that watercolors just, I don't know, they seem to look better and do better when you just let them naturally dry, I feel like. But these turned out beautifully still. I do not need another gold ever to save, like, for any other company. I just need this gold now. Like, this is it. Miner 49er is what it's called. And it has some great looks when you flick it with the paintbrush too. Let me make sure that you can see that nice. It is absolutely beautiful. And you can see all the rest of the shimmer as well as I am tipping this. So see how these Inklings are going to be a little bit more shimmery than the bottom ones that are the Creameez. They also blended really, really well. So I'm really happy with them. My favorite Miner 49er, but I loved these two together, the Blue Lagoon and Beats Me. And I really like how this kind of separated with the shimmer and the color base in there. And around the edges, you'll see that as well, that it gives that nice color definition, and the shimmer is more in the center. So with the Creameez, we have a bunch of really great colors as well. Actually, Just in Lime is one of my favorites. It's nice and bright and fun. I did pair it with Lapis Dance right here, and you can see how those blended nicely together. Now with the shimmers, these have been dried for a little bit now. So in here we have, see all the shimmer in there? It's beautiful. I did try flicking some with this one as well. Let me actually put these down because I think you can get better lighting when they're actually down here. So see, look at all that shimmer real quick before we go back to the shimmers. So Inklings and Creameez, look at all that goodness shimmer with the lighting right there. And then Shimmerz. So these are this kind right here in the little pots. And they also have some shimmers. These are the original, like I said before. The Iced Lavender and the Brink of Pink, I think would go really great over a plain watercolor to make that shimmer. They are very, very light. I did try the Iced Lavender on some craft paper. Let me see. I couldn't really see it that much on there. Yeah, it didn't really show too much. But I'm wondering about black watercolor paper, but I just didn't have that in my stash. But yeah, I think these would go great if you just want something very muted, but still having that shimmer, or adding it on top of something that doesn't have shimmer. I think those would look great. Favorite one is the green olive, just because I love that color, but also these three are really great as well. So those are the Shimmerz Paints, the originals. These are the Inklings and the Creameez. I love them all. I can't wait to now start playing with them. I love that they're non-toxic, so that my 12-year-old who is really getting into watercolors, she can use them, and I feel safe with her using them. So that is awesome, and she will love the shimmery goodness of them as well. And like I said, that minor 49er, I might have to get some of their other metallic ones, because I love adding just a little spritz of glitz at the end of some of my Bible journaling pages and projects. So I might have to look at some of their other metallics. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram at Wonderfully Made Handcrafting, and also on Facebook. I'll try to link all these down below in the description, and I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.